Because something's going to happen. We don't know what. Because this is the first annual Carewood Sheep Derby. So I want to tell you a little bit about training race sheep that I learned this week. Yeah, that's probably why nobody does this. So the course begins down in the woods. All this is fenced except for down in the woods. But there's a carriage road down there, down to the old cowshed. I thought that's a good place for a starting gate. So every day this week, I decided to take them for a walk down there and bring them back so that they would know the course. Well, day one, it went like I shook the bucket, we all walked down there, and as soon as we got to the place where the fencing stops, we opened the gate, and then the cowshed is like down here. I opened the gate and they scattered to the woods like, hey, we're free. Okay, so then I gathered them together and brought them back home. Then the next day, we did that again. And they stayed with me all the way to the starting gate. The starting gate's a pin about this big, or maybe a little bit smaller than this. And it's right there. So they all went in the starting gate, and then they ate the pellets that I gave them. These are little pea pellets. And then I said, okay, now we're going to start. So I threw the gates open, and as I did, they all went out, and they all went out to the forest. And then a few hours later, we came back. And I said, this isn't working so well. So then the third day, I said, well, you know, I'm really going to wait till they're really hungry, and then I'm going to take them down. So they stayed with me, and I fed them in there, and I said, okay, everything's good. And then I turned around, and I started back up, and they all came around me, and they were just like, okay, we're going with you because you have the pellets and so on. And so I thought, well, that's not working because they're not running. They have to run. And so I thought, well, I need to put a little anxiety in them, you know. So the fourth day, I put them down here. They're in there. They're waiting in the gates. And then I had a string, and I had the string tied to this, so that I can walk up the way a little bit and then shake the bucket and then flip the gate. But they got impatient. When they saw me walk away, it wasn't working. So they just knocked the heck out of the place, and the whole thing was collapsed, and I had to rebuild it. So then the fifth day, Josiah Hoskins was helping me. And we said, well, let's do it with the ATV. So we bring the ATV down there, he's gonna open the gate, I'm on the ATV, I'm gonna shake the bucket. So as soon as they heard all the racket of the ATV, they ran the other way. So I don't know what's gonna happen today because these sheep are not very well trained. But I think what we're going to try to do is we're gonna have them come through here on a little parade so you can get an idea about each one. And I'll tell you a little background on them. All of these are girls, used, and we have one who's a little bit older. This is a grandma. She's one of my good producers from a long time. This is Eyebrows, and Eyebrows is the lead. She's like a pilot car. That's why she has orange. And so there's no betting on her because she's not the contender. She's supposed to lead the other ones and let them feel good. So one of the first ones we have here is Eyebrows. And then we have Bumblebee. Whoa, hold still. So Bumblebee, as you'll notice, has very long legs. This is a Zeus baby. So we've got some real leg power there. Okay. And this little queen here, she's very flashy. Look at that chrome. She came out of Calico and Bingo. And she was born almost that big. I mean, she's just power. Look at those hindquarters. I mean, that girl has got some muscle on her. And so she's gonna be a good runner too. Bumblebee, look at Bumblebee. Whoa. Now Bumblebee has a little bit, she's a half and half. She's got a little bit of dairy sheep in her, but not full dairy sheep. She's half Katahdin, half dairy. And here we have, let's see, come on out, come on, don't be shy. Okay. Well, here's Fairy Princess. Yeah, Fairy Princess is a pretty good girl. She's thinner and ready to roll. Oh, and here we have a real special one. This is Connie's baby, and this is called Eliot's Sweetie. That's the one with the pink. Eliot's Sweetie. Then we have Limey here. Limey is a big girl. Look at the size of her. All these girls were born March, April, May, and they'll all be good breeding stock when they get a little older. Flamethrower, come on. Come on, Flamethrower. Come on, Flamethrower, come on. That's Flamethrower. Got an attitude here. She's the youngest baby that we have, and she is actually the daughter of Eyebrows from this year. And the reason she has a pirate's outfit is because she has a little bit of the exotic in her. You'll notice that Eyebrows has that sort of Groucho Marx look on her face. Eyebrows has some heritage of Barbados. Huh? And so Barbados are really tasty.
She walked away from you. She's like,
but they can jump and run like crazy fiends, and they can jump 5 feet high, and they're a real annoyance to keep. So she's mixed with Katahdin, and she makes really beautiful babies, and so that baby is one of hers. So she is kind of a Barbados pirate girl. So back there in the corner is the little shy one, and she is little Pinky, and she's of a dairy background. She's very sensitive. I always say that if there is a Katahdin ewe has a baby and the baby gets lost from its mother, it says, "Hey, where's my mom? I gotta find my mom." If a East Frisian baby gets lost from her mother, it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." So that you can see that she's not the first one out here to. Yeah, we're talking about these ones. There you go.
Here we are at the starting gates for the first annual Carewood Sheep Derby, and a few of our contestants are over back this way. Have decided not to get in, make it a fair match, be in the starting gates with the others. Tess, are you ready to run them?
Let me call for the call to post. Call to post time. Call to post, trumpet time. Let's begin. Oh, that's great. No,
What's your name?
that's the guy.
Lewis. Can you run fast?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get trampled by these lambs?
Well, I hope not.
Okay.
All right, are we ready, girls? Are you hungry? Let's go! Woohoo! Let's go, girls! Come on, girls! Come on, girls! Not that way. Come on, girls! There we have it.
It's been decided, this one right here behind me that just took off is the winner by a close margin.